Hello, class. Today we are going to get started with our Make a Comic project. To begin, I will assign you with a word, most likely having to do with a key concept that you're learning in your class. For example, your word may be democracy if you're learning about the government. So that's the word we're going to use today, and we are going to research that word to find out the definition of the word, and then we are going to create a comic about that word. So the first thing we're going to do is go to KidRex. To do that, click on this link here. And we're going to type in our word. Your word will most likely be different, but my word is democracy. You want to make sure to spell the word correctly. KidRex is a kid-safe search engine. So a lot of different results. You can see the website here. This one's democracykids.org. This one's pbskids.org. This one's Wikipedia. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to check a few different sources to get your definition of your word. I've already checked out the source. I'm going to click on Wikipedia. And we're going to look up the definition of democracy. Let's go ahead and read that together here. It says, democracy is a form of government in which all eligible citizens have an equal say in the decisions that affect their lives. Okay, it's pretty good. Now, I'd like you to look up at least a few different sources. That's a way of fact-checking and making sure that your information is accurate. But I'm going to just stick with one source for this video. The next step is to click on makebeliefscomics.com. Click on this link right here. You notice I didn't close my other window, my Wikipedia. That's still open because I'm going to use that information. I'm not going to copy it, though. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make a comic, and the comic is going to explain our word. So the first thing that you can do is you can choose a background. Here's some backgrounds over here. There's a fairy. There's all kinds of objects. You can go through the different kind of objects and things that you can put in your comic. You can also add characters here. You can pull on this slider here. It'll take you through all the characters. I'm going to add this little girl to my comic by clicking there. And then I click here, and she's now in my comic. If I want to make her smaller, I click on this scale icon, and I can make her bigger or smaller by toggling this down or up. Whoa, she's really big. Oh, she's so small. Oh my gosh. There, that's perfect right there. I'm going to move her. Now to move her again, I have to click on this, and I can move her. Now I'm going to add Abe Lincoln here. Click there. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to add a talk balloon down here. You can change your talk balloon, so if you want it to be different, or the little point to go on this side or that side, just click on these arrows. So I'm going to select that talk balloon by clicking on it, and I'm going to have her say something. Hey, Uncle Abe. What does democracy mean? There we go. And then in the next comic, in the next box, I'm going to put my characters back in there. We can have just Abe in this because he's going to be doing most of the talking. I'm going to click on the box 2 and click on Abe. And I'm going to make Abe a little bigger. Okay, and I'm going to move Abe. And now I'm going to select a talk balloon. Oh, it's right on his head. That's great. Okay, there, I'll move it over. Now, to type into it, I click on it. Democracy, and I'm just going to do this from the top of my head. I'm not copying what Wikipedia said. And remember, you need to look up 3 sources. Democracy is when all citizens have equal say in the decisions that affect their day-to-day life. So it's a type of government in which all citizens have equal say in the decisions that affect their day-to-day life. I want you to check your work. Make sure you have capitals, periods, and reread your work, okay? We don't want any mistakes. This will be displayed in your classroom or outside your classroom, so you don't want to make any mistakes. So now in the last box, I'm going to add my little girl again here. And I'm going to add a talk bubble. Oh, it's right on her head again. Okay, I'm going to move it. And I can change the talk bubble size too by clicking on scale and making it bigger or smaller. And I'm going to have her say something. I thought of something. Cool. Does that mean Mr. Bunny too? Okay. And that's my comic. Now, the final step will be to print your comic. To do that, you click over here. Right here. It says print. And a new screen will appear. Again, you need to review and edit your comic before. You want to make sure it would be a good idea if you had a neighbor read your comic to make sure it's spelled correctly. You can go back and edit it if you want, and you just click print here. And we are going to print in Room Lab 1, okay? Only click print once. If you click print multiple times, it will print multiple copies, okay? So just click print once, and you're done. Bye-bye.